And for Bay FC, we talked about how this club may be playing their best soccer. Can they keep it up? Let's love the game, late night style, here on NWSL Plus. Marta, 38 years young, the Brazilian superstar, competing in her incredible 6th and final Olympics. There is Banda. Such a quick touch, but puts that one right at the goalkeeper, Caitlin Rowland.
And she's played for Albertine from when she was younger as well, so bringing in those types of players will help implement the style he wants.
Some disarray from Orlando, and it's wound up with the ball at Kundananji's feet. She makes a move, gets into the area. Oh, a chance! Back up shot! Doesn't go in for Rachel Hill.
But you don't want to make Marta angry.
You don't want Mad Marta to come out. Oshuala going for it. Keeps it low.
A good play from Bay FC. We're seeing two teams now, Jen. Both of them have confidence for different reasons. Orlando Pride is sitting high at the top of the table. Bay FC haven't lost since the break.
Here we go. Hop on the bandwagon. She's on it now. Banda strikes! Back heel. Pickett. Corner kick coming Orlando. Absolute massive defensive play there. That looked like it could be an open header, and Bay not done yet. Bailey brings it down. Everybody gets back on side. And Bailey pings it off the bar. How about that for some? Very heavily in favor of the Pride. Orlando out shooting Bay in that match, 25-6. It's not felt that way so far. Marta. Pickett. More slipping. Both teams having issues with that. Gatra. Marta looking for the ball through. Defended well, but not well enough. Banda makes a move with her left. Can't turn it around. Orlando's already been able to check one goal off the list. That is making the postseason. They know they're in. Next goal is to try to secure that top 4. So far, nothing coming easy tonight. FC, why not another first? Just had their first draw in the last match. Dorian Bailey hit it off the post. Crossbar actually in the first half. Out to Kundananji, cuts it, shoots it low. And right at Morehouse.
See, I like that from Bailey, carrying the ball a little bit longer, because I think it becomes a little bit predictable every time the midfield get the ball and they just hit the ball long. Like I was saying, I understand when you've got runners like Oshuala and Kundananji, but I like that from Bailey.
Banda.
I'm surprised Oshuala's actually gone off as well. She always works her socks off, runs herself into the ground, but I'd expected Albertine Montoya to leave her on, maybe take away a Bailey or a Tess Bodie.
Last couple of matches, Oshuala has been the only one to score for Bay. It's going to have to be somebody else tonight with her out. Orlando, though, threatening now. Formerly with Juventus, an Italian Cup winner last year. She was held off a little bit as that play was going on. Perhaps that's where her frustration came from. Hill coming down with it, looking to where the space is. Moreau, a willing runner for Bay FC. Moreau lays it off. The save! How did Morehouse stop that ball?
But Ali Watt coming into this game makes sense. Can provide those runs in behind. Is pretty effective when she comes into game and when she starts games.
Player stood down for Bay, but play goes on for Orlando. Watt. Adriana nods it down. Banda! Couldn't get enough power behind it. There is Pickett, the player you mentioned before, who's done such a fine job in the middle, coming and picking those balls up, connecting the lines for Bay. Kundananji, still ready to go, as is Sams. Defensively, she goes down, hops right back up. Kundananji still on it for Bay FC. The shot is wide as Hill came in. Coming to the NWSL after a world record transfer fee at the time in February. Orlando trying to get ahead here in the late moments. Banda! The Banda wagon comes out to strike late against Bay FC. 1-0, the Pride lead it.
It just had to be none other than Barbra Banda. Hasn't scored in 4 games. The Orlando Pride haven't had their best performance tonight, but that does not matter at all. It's a great ball in from Carson Pickett. Barbra Banda does such a good job at getting in between the back line, and it was the one moment they switched off. Could Caitlin Rowland have done a little bit better? Got a stronger hand? I'm not quite sure. Get something on it. But it's Barbra Banda in between the back line. Such a good header. And I feel for this Bay FC team because it's...
Get to the postseason. It would be a tremendous accomplishment. First year as a club, they'd only be the 3rd club in NWSL history to do it in their first year. North Carolina in 2017, San Diego doing it in 2022.
They can still push now, though. There's still time for Bay FC to come back into this game. I feel for them because I think they've had an excellent game. But it's what Orlando Pride do. It's what makes them, that's why they're top of the table. It's not a coincidence because the quality they have.
Hill has had some opportunities. She knows it, looking for better here. Morehouse will just fall onto it.
But if they don't win this game, Albertine Montoya won't be talking about the fact that it was a good performance. He'll be thinking about the result.
Still a chance to get one here. Can they pull back a point? Ball rolls on the ground to Morehouse.
The pressure will be on even more on this Orlando Pride team, and I have no doubt they'll be able to handle it. But I think just because they're winning in the way that they are in the league, that doesn't mean they're going to win the championship.
Didasco to Moreau. Sliding tackle from Watt, takes it back away. Banda, here we go again. Barbra Banda could add another, and it's saved. Yeah, bring on those goalkeeper goals. I love when you bring them up, Leanne. Dorian Bailey will serve it up. Everybody in Bay going for it. It's punched away. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Another shutout, another victory, number 15 on the season.